Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Tuesday, June 20th. So I hope you had a good holiday yesterday for the Juneteenth federal holiday here in the U.S. Couple of things. Always get questions about trading on the holiday, on the shortened trading day on some of these holidays. And I just want to make sure that everybody understands that it's extremely risky, number one. Number two, there's no volume. So liquidity is terrible. And number three, the most important is that the underlying market is closed. So the S&P 500 futures contracts are based on what? The S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is closed. There's no stocks trading. So the underlying is closed, which means that our reference point for value, our reference point for determining what the S&P futures contract should be worth is closed. That means everything that happens on the holiday is 100% pure speculation, which again makes trading extraordinarily difficult and extraordinarily risky when the underlying instrument is not trading. So while I have dabbled with trading on that day, I think it's truly a waste of time and a horrendous amount of risk for those few hours of trading where the underlying is completely closed and risk is completely unable to be even measured. Okay, so that being said, looking at news today, what do we have? We have building permits, which came in greater than expected. Housing starts greater than expected. This is all good. And honestly, if you look at Monday, we had the housing market index, which was above average or above previously expected. That makes sense. As prices go up, more and more people are interested in building their own home, and supply will adjust to the high price. So we see that in real estate all the time. Price goes up. Oh, somebody's willing to sell. Somebody's willing to build at that price. So it does not surprise me, and that will eventually equalize the market. What else have we got today? That is it. So there's really nothing else going on. FOMC member Williams is speaking at 11:45. Not a big deal. It's a yellow item. So really nothing else going on the rest of the day. What do the charts look like after one day? Now remember that on charting software, they're going to dump Sunday night, Monday, all into the same day, and it comes into today. So today's chart actually covers Sunday and Monday's holiday activity. And technically, when you make a trade on a holiday, your fill prices and everything else, your fill date will be the date after the holiday. They consider that all one session. So here we are. We're coming down. This will be the third day in a row. You can also see that the low overnight came down and touched this low volume node around 44, just right around 44.31 or so. Doesn't surprise me. That's a great spot to see some support. I do think support is pretty strong right there. Where could we go? I think we could maybe even come down to this previous area where the red line is at 44.12. Top side, obviously a big day. We'd be testing the highs again. There's a low volume node at 44.90. 4,500, of course, is a giant magnet, so it's possible we could even get there if we could really rock and roll. Looking at the inventory from Friday was down, not what you would expect when you had a down Friday. Now, let me talk about Friday for a second, because this opened up a trade. We'll see how it works. But anytime Friday closes on the low, this is your trading nugget of the day. Anytime Friday closes at or very close to the low, that's very bearish. So I actually bought a put on the S&P on the spider. We'll see how this is going to actually play out. because that is such a bearish pattern when we close on the lows on a Friday. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But at least right at the moment, it is in profits. We'll have to see what happens after the market opens. And remember, the data from this gets dumped into the daily for today. So that's the way that works. Taking a look at, so anyway, they're correlated from Friday, so nothing going on there. Looking for support and resistance on the short-term chart. On the intraday, where's your intraday levels of support and resistance? I'm squishing this down a little bit so we can see areas of confluence. And we have on the top side, we have some resistance at 44.6775, 44.85, and this is actually showing confluence around 45.03. It's kind of odd. Usually you're going to see it clustered around 4,500. I guess it's fairly close. Looking for support. Support, we've got 44.11, 40, just below 4,400, not surprising. 4,400, a big number. 43.98, and maybe some even around 43.74. So those are your support and resistance levels. Stock Traders Almanac for today is 52.4. 52.4 Stock Traders Almanac. Positive bias by only a small fraction. Hope you guys had a great long weekend and looking forward to a good trading week this week. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the TroyLevels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.